So I'm afraid that this podcast has become somewhat of a sermon. Literally, as I write that, a shiver runs down my spine. This is not what I want. I don't think it is what anyone needs to hear. I have been struggling with this overwhelming vestigial habit of evangelism. This is nothing new. I've seen it before from former evangelicals who have switched from conservative religion to a more liberal one. The need to evangelize those around them seems insatiable. They merely change teams, as it were. But they still evangelize every day, trying to call people to their cause. I think this comes out of my need to feel like people agree with what I am doing, with what I am becoming. If I can get you to agree with me, it validates my belief. And in this case, the belief in me. Yuck. Ugh. This stream of thought is complex and nuanced to such a degree that it feels easily to double back on itself without much effort at all. I think that what I must clarify to myself and an extension to you is that I don't know what I'm doing. At best, I am striking out in a general direction, hoping that land is somewhere in the general vicinity, in the vast ocean of fat and self-sabotage that I have encased my life in. It is hard to balance the praise that I get and the words of encouragement I receive with the feelings that I don't deserve them. I have not been able to, as of today's date, get underneath the 500-pound mark, and it bothers me. I can see so much progress since April, from my breathing to my heart rate, even lower blood pressure. I have watched as muscles on my back, shoulders, and arms have defined and stood out, but still struggle to eat healthily each week. I buckle under stress and find myself gathering comfort food by the dim light of the refrigerator deep into the night. I struggle because I feel I am letting people down who listen to this podcast, hoping to be inspired. Finding at the end of it a person who slides down the mountain as much as he climbs up. A friend of mine told me about how her brother, who is a larger person like myself, the hospital was preparing to undergo a liver transplant, a second chance at life. Yet she had heard and even wondered herself if he truly deserved a liver transplant. Would he just ruin that one just like he had his original liver? He did this damage to himself, so did he deserve a second chance? As I heard her story, it felt like bullets through the heart. These were the same questions that I had asked myself at the end of each day when I screwed up yet again and vowed to try again tomorrow. Do I deserve a second chance? A third? A fourth? A fifth? Have I been so reliant on second chances that I have given myself over to a glut of grace? I don't know the answer to these questions. All I can do right now is sleep, knowing that if I wake up, I have a chance to make today maybe a little bit better than yesterday. P.S. If anyone feels like I'm getting preachy, please call me out and tell me it's a blind spot born out of routine and a culture obsessed with evangelism and neediness. So feel free to tell me if I do so.